Ever struggled with handling dates and times in SQL? You're not alone. Dates and times are crucial for almost any application, whether you're scheduling appointments, tracking orders, or logging events. But don't worry, today we're demystifying SQL date and time formats. Welcome back to Knowledge Academy's YouTube channel, where we turn complex tech topics into bite-sized, easy-to-digest tutorials. By the end of this video, you'll be a pro at managing and manipulating date and time data in your databases. Let's dive in. By the end of this video, you will have a comprehensive understanding of SQL date and time data types, its formatting, date and time functions, with practical example. In SQL, dates and times are fundamental data elements. SQL provides several data types to handle these values, each serving a unique purpose. Understanding these types helps in storing and retrieving date and time information accurately. First, let's learn about date. The date data type in SQL is designed to store date values without any time component. It follows the format year, month, and date. For example, a value stored as this represents the 25th of July, 2024. The date type is perfect for storing information where only the date matters and the time of day is irrelevant. Common use cases include storing birth dates, event dates, or appointment dates. Suppose you're managing a database for a school and you need to store the enrollment dates for students. The date data type would be ideal for this purpose because it provides a clear and precise way to record the exact date each student enrolled, without needing to worry about the specific time of day. Next is the time. The time data type is used to store time values without any associated date. It follows the format hours, minutes, and seconds. For example, this represents 2:30 p.m. Time is useful in scenarios where you need to record specific times of the day, such as business hours, appointment times, or timestamps for logging events that occur throughout the day. Imagine you are developing a scheduling application for a doctor's office. Using the time data type, you can accurately store the appointment times for patients, ensuring that appointments are booked and managed precisely by the hour, minute, and second. Next one is date time. This data type combines both date and time into a single value. It follows the format year, month, date, then hour, minutes, and seconds. In this sequence remains same as shown. For example, this represents the 25th of July, 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Daytime is ideal for scenarios where you need to track events that include both the date and the exact time they occurred. This is commonly used in transaction records, logs, and any application where precise timestamps are necessary. Consider an e-commerce platform that needs to record the exact date and time of each purchase. By using the datetime data type, the system can store this information accurately, allowing for detailed reporting and analysis of customer buying patterns. Next in the list is timestamp. Similar to datetime, the timestamp data type also stores date and time information, but with the added benefit of being time zone aware. The format is the same as we had in datetime. Timestamp is particularly useful in distributed applications where events are recorded across different time zones. It ensures that the time values are consistent and can be converted to the local time zone of the user if necessary. If you are managing a global application like a social media platform, users might post updates from various parts of the world. Using the timestamp data type ensures that each post is accurately timestamped and can be displayed in the user's local time zone, providing a seamless user experience. Last in the list is the year data type. It is specifically designed to store year values. It can handle 2-digit or 4-digit formats, although the 4-digit format is generally preferred for clarity and precision. For example, 2024 represents the year 2024. The year data type is suitable for storing information that only requires the year component. This is useful for year-based data such as manufacturing dates, graduation years, or any other annual records. Suppose you are managing a database for a car manufacturing company. You can use the year data type to store the manufacturing year of each vehicle. This allows for easy querying and reporting on the production years, helping the company analyze trends and make informed decisions. Now let's move on to learn about date and time formatting. Formatting date and time values is essential for both presentation and processing. Different SQL dialects offer various functions to format these values according to specific needs. Let's explore some common formatting techniques. Let's first see types of date and time functions. SQL provides a rich set of functions to manipulate date and time values. These functions are essential for performing calculations, comparisons, and transformations on date and time data. Here are some essential ones you should be familiar with. First is the now function. The now function returns the current date and time. This function is commonly used to capture the exact timestamp of an event or action. Let's use it in simplest of the statement to understand what output it gives. Just write select now in parenthesis. You can see this function returns current date and time. It is useful for logging events or capturing the timestamp of a transaction. Next is the curDate function. It returns the current date without the time component. This function is useful when you only need to work with the current date. This can be written as select curDate parenthesis and run this, you will get the current date. This query returns the current date as shown. It is useful for comparing dates, filtering records, or calculating age. Next is the curTime function returns the current time without the date component. This function is useful when you only need to work with the current time of day. This can be written as select curDate, then parenthesis and run it. You will get the current time. This query returns the current time as shown. It is useful for logging events or scheduling tasks based on the time of day. The dateDiff function calculates the difference between two dates. This function is useful for determining the number of days between two date values. So for this we can write the code as select dateDiff then, the two dates between which you want the number of days, and give an alias. Run it and you will get the number of days. This query calculates the number of days between 20th July 2024 and 25th July 2024, returning 5. It is useful for calculating the duration of events or the age of records. Next one is the dateAdd function. It adds a specified number of days to a date. This function is useful for calculating future or past dates based on a given date. Suppose we want to add specific number of days to a particular date, so for that we can write the query as select then date add function then in parenthesis, the date comma, number of days that you want to add, then the date close parenthesis and give alias and run it. This query adds 5 days to the date 25th July 2024, resulting in 30th July 2024. The extract function extracts a part of the date, such as the year, month, or day. This function is useful for breaking down date values into their components for detailed analysis. Suppose we want to extract the year from a date, so for that we will write the query as select then extract function and in parenthesis write year from, then the date and give the alias and run it. You can see we have successfully extracted the year from the given date. This query extracts the year from the given date, returning 2024. And that's a wrap on SQL date and time function. Understanding and utilizing date and time formats in SQL is vital for effective database management and operations. With the knowledge you've gained today, you can handle date and time data more efficiently in your SQL projects, ensuring accuracy and improving the readability of your data. In the next video of this SQL series, we will take on 3 SQL projects, starting with beginner level, then intermediate and at last, the advanced level project to get a hands-on experience of using SQL. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more tutorials, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Happy coding, and see you in the next video.